Bow. Okay, so y'all know that I don't really play the Christmas stuff, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, this is Christmas lunch slash dinner, you know what I'm saying? All vegan, no lie. That's cauliflower instead of, fried chicken. That's mac and cheese, but the cheese is really cashews. This is spelt bread. You know what I'm saying? It's bread, dinner rolls made out of spelt flour. And this right here is Yukon mashed potatoes with mushrooms and onions. And last but not least, kale. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Man, you can eat good. You can still do the soul food stuff, even if you're vegan slash vegetarian. So no dairy products at all. None. Like I said, that's cauliflower right there. You know what I'm saying? Fried in peanut oil. I'll say that. Straight up. Because y'all know what y'all going to say. Well, vegetable, no peanut oil. Let me get a taste of this. I got to get out of here, man. Woo! I got to get out of here. Woo! All this done by, you know who, Greedy Langston. Let's go. Yo, what's going on? So first and foremost, I want to wish you all a happy holiday. Even though I don't celebrate Christmas, I do believe in, family. And that's what I see. Whenever we have these holidays, family coming together and having fun, laughing, watching a basketball game, football games, eating, that good food. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get you fat and then you go pass out on the couch, you know what I'm saying, for a couple hours or whatever. You know what I'm saying? To all you black people, I hope that you are not, telling fibs to your children, you know what I'm saying, this year. I hope that you're telling them the truth. You know what I'm saying? You go out there and you bust your ASS, to get them, the PS5s, the iPhone 14, the Samsung Galaxy S22, and all the rest of the stuff that they want. Only to give the glory, only to accredit it to a obese, non-black called Santa Claus. I hope you're not fibbing. I hope you're not telling your children lies. I hope you're telling them the truth. Straight up. I've never, even if I did celebrate Christmas, right? I would never tell my children that. Never. And it's crazy. And I'm getting to the point. Just hear me out. I got around a little bit. Hear me out. You know what I'm saying? It's Christmas. I just don't understand. Like, even if I did celebrate Christmas, why would I continue to carry on this big farce that we tell our children every year? Every year. Don't we teach our children not to lie to us, to the parents? But we get the opportunity to lie to them every year by telling them that an obese, non-black, well, sometimes, it just depends on what area you're in, you know what I'm saying, as far as dealing with the mall, you may get you a black Santa Claus. But most of the time, it's a obese, non-black, riding on, I'm talking about in the mall, as far as taking pictures with Santa Claus. Obese, non-black, riding on a sled, and the reindeers, he's being led by reindeers. Get out of here with that mess. Most of y'all don't even have a chimney for his fat ass to slide down. Which brings me to this point. Here in Charlotte. Good old Charlotte. No, not Charlotte. Yes! Charlotte. Yes. No, not, oh my God. When you hear about crime in Charlotte, you put your hand over your chest. Oh no, not Charlotte. No, I don't do that. The out-of-towners do that. The transplants that's been here for like a month or two do that. But, us Charlotteans, because I consider myself as a Charlatan. I've been here for years and nothing amazes me. You know what I'm saying? This is just normal business. Here in good old Charlotte, we've been at work. For those that are new to the channel, for those that haven't been keeping up with my videos, I've been talking about this. It seems as though that every holiday, Charlotte gets down. They make sure that someone is taken out every holiday. This past Thanksgiving, you know what I'm saying? 4th of July, Easter Sunday, you know what I'm saying? For real, I'm dead ass, you know what I'm saying? No pun intended. 4th of July, Memorial Day weekend, Labor Day weekend. So it never fails. So hey, let's spill it out. You know, let's get to the story. Christmas Eve, someone got shot and killed at the Marriott near South Park Mall. And I know that area. And it's a pretty nice, decent area. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they captured the guy. You know what I'm saying? He was a felon, you know, from Virginia, you know, and that, excuse me, too much pie. Yeah. Anyway, then this morning, Christmas Day, about 4 o'clock in the morning, over there in University City, formerly known as University Area, someone got shot and killed there. Straight up. And I know what some of you are AT aliens are saying, oh, well, you see, now you had something happen in your backyard. See, that's what I was trying to tell you. Crime happens everywhere. It ain't just in Atlanta and da-da-da-da-da and this and that and so forth. Well, let me tell you something. I never said that Charlotte was this walk in the, park type of city. That's not what I said. I said Charlotte gets down. For those that have kept up with the videos that I've done about Charlotte, I am non-biased. You know that. Whenever something happens here, I'm quick to report it. That plain and simple. And it's crazy because when I'm comparing the two cities, that is Charlotte and Atlanta, all I'm saying is Atlanta gets busier than Charlotte. You see, I've been doing my homework these past I'd say about 2 weeks. And I've looked at CBS New York, the news. CBS New York, CBS Los Angeles, and it was one more city. Anyway, and I'm subscribed to the local news in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, their channels, you know what I'm saying, as well as Charlotte, the local news, their channels here, and Charlotte, on YouTube, as well as I have the app. I gets busy, straight up. I do my homework, you know what I'm saying. And these past few weeks, I'm not lying. The crime that has happened in New York, Los Angeles, and Charlotte is nowhere near the crime that happens to Atlanta. That happens in Atlanta, or Metro Atlanta, nowhere near it. Straight up. So the only point that I was making, and that I continue to make, is for those that live in cities like New York or Baltimore, Chicago, Los Angeles, and the likes, don't think that you're escaping. You know what I'm saying? You're getting away from the violence when you're moving to Atlanta. That's the only point that I'm making. Or Charlotte. Charlotte has a lot less crime in comparison to Atlanta. That's the only point that I'm making. That don't let it be a shock to you that you're going to experience multiple things in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? At its highest. Crime, racism, classism, etc. That happens in Charlotte, but it's not so much. That's the only point. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be biased. Whenever something happens in Charlotte and it's not right, I'm going to report it. That plain and simple. I'm here for the people. I don't pledge allegiance to a city. I don't big up a city. Straight up. Because I can ask the city of Charlotte as well as the city of Atlanta, what have you done for me? Straight up. I could be on some Janet Jackson shit like, what have you done for me lately? Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, yeah. That I can't do for myself is the point that I'm making. You know what I'm saying? The people make the city. The city don't make the people. We got it misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you see something happening in these cities, specifically cities that's predominant the race of people, the predominant race is black, you gotta blame the people that's there. Point blank, period. And I can tell you, man, real talk, this is just my opinion about, us black people. We are really out of pocket nowadays. Straight up. been watching too much TV. And, you know, when we were younger, like I grew up in the 90s. When I was younger, you know, TV, I'm making it relevant. Hear me out. Come on with the short attention spans, please, people. In the 90s, you know, the TV got cut off. You know what I'm saying? You saw these big bars like blue. It was blue, black, red, green, and you hear this boop after 12 o'clock. I said, about 12 o'clock. There was no TV unless you had cable. You know what I'm saying? And the radio stations were real strict, you know, far as like cursing and using the N-word and all of that stuff. Parental guidance was at a whole all-time high back in the days. Even though the movies were extremely violent, or should I say really masculine. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Our cartoons had somewhat substance to it. You know, I remember watching Popeye. I'm making it relevant. Hear me out. I remember watching Popeyes back in the 80s, you know what I'm saying? And he, you know, he was weak, you know what I'm saying? And he loved olive oil. That was his girl. And Bluto, you know, he used to eat hamburgers all the time, you know what I'm saying? And he used to take Popeye's, you know, girl, olive oil, and beat up Popeye. But the minute that Popeye took that can of spinach, green vegetables, he was able to beat the living hell out of Brutus, or Bluto, whatever his name was. You know what I'm saying? And that taught me something. That, yo, man, if I eat my vegetables, I could be stronger than anyone that may eat some hamburgers. You know what I'm saying? We had G.I. Joe, American Hero, G.I. Joe. You know what I'm saying? It was in the 80s and the 90s, they were grooming us a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? And at that point in time, we cared about the children. I remember on the news, local news in New York as well as in North Carolina, they used to say, yo, it's 10 o'clock or it's 11 o'clock. Do you know where your children are at? They used to have after school programs on TV. You know what I'm saying? Telling you to say no to drugs. But now our society is broken down. You know what I'm saying? Gas is extremely high. The price of food is extremely high. And people don't understand when they hear the cost of living has gone up. They really don't understand that. But I got to break it down to you. There is no cost of living. Why should there be a price on you just merely existing? Why should it be a price on food, something that's a necessity? Shelter, something that's a necessity, such as a house, apartment. Clothing, it's a necessity, you need it. Why is it a price on the things that we need in life? And then when you answer that question, you'll realize the reason why the crime rate has gone up in any other city. Because people are not concerned. Big corporations and businesses, they're not concerned about the welfare of the people. Straight up. They're concerned about this. Real talk. Real talk. So until people start loving one another again, until these corporations, or should I say multiple people, gather together in unison, in one mind, because that's what a corporation is. And I don't understand how a corporation has just as much as rights, just as much as rights as a human being. Until we dismantle corporations, until we tear down I'm not going to go there because I know YouTube will flag me and say this is conspiracy. I'm a conspiracy theorist and all the rest of that stuff. But what I'm saying is until we bring back love in our communities and into our society, we're going to continue to see this type of behavior where people are shooting and killing each other. Whether it's for bare necessities or just for the hell of it. Because they're outraged. They're upset. People don't normally perform and act like animals. They don't. You got to just look at the conditions that they're in. Or rather should I look at, or rather should I say, you have to look at the conditions that someone has put them in. Straight up. Because ultimately, black people, Caucasians, Asians, etc., Latinos, are not animals. Real talk. But it's a shame, this is a time where, it's family. It's about family. It's about love. And two people are gone. One on Christmas Eve and one on Christmas Day. And I just lost a brother-in-law. You know what I'm saying? He had diabetes, and I don't know the whole spill of it, and I'm not gonna get into it. May he rest in peace. But I just lost a brother-in-law, about 3 days ago. He didn't even make it to Christmas Eve or Christmas Day and he got about 7 or 8 children. And he was a real man, you know what I'm saying? Like he took care of his children. He had a wife, you know what I'm saying? That was my cousin. Didn't make it to see Christmas Day. And his wife is pregnant. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? It's just a shame. We're gonna see more pain and suffering throughout the days. The best thing that we could do is, and I continue to tell you all this, and I continue to tell you all this, and then I continue to tell you what I'm about to say right now. Every time I tell y'all something, JetBlue, American Airlines, Delta over your head. Just flies right over your head. The best thing that we could do is arm ourselves. Make sure that we protect ourselves, our body, just as well as our family. And learn from this. You know what I'm saying? I think if my brother-in-law had if he had something to say, his last words, you know what I'm saying? In my opinion, and I hardly even know him like that. You know what I'm saying? I know him, but I don't know him like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not around him every day and all that, nothing like that. I didn't talk to him like that. But I think, you know what I'm saying? If he had any last words to say besides, wife, I love you, and kids, I love you, I think he would say, yo, you need this people out there. Focus on your health. Straight up. I know y'all saw that plate that I just ate. You see how small that plate was? I ate half of that biscuit that you saw on that plate. A small amount of macaroni and cheese. And the cheese was made out of cashews. And if you don't believe me, feel free to test me on that. What I mean by that is I'll do a video and I can show you like step 1, 2, and 3, how I made it. You know what I'm saying? Kale. Mashed potatoes. I haven't had mashed potatoes in months. You know what I'm saying? And I had a piece of sweet potato pie. That's it. That's it for today. I might have a little bit of quinoa later on, like around 7 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm going to post this up way after. This will be about like 10, 11 o'clock that y'all see this. But for the most part, I'm not eating until I drop, pass out. I'm not doing that. We need to focus on protecting our family as well as our health. And this should be a Christmas gift that you should give to yourself as well as your family. Don't be one of them bum-ass motherfuckers that I see in the damn gym taking up space every year. Being on my New Year's resolution is to lose weight. But all you doing is taking selfies. That's it. Don't get in my way. If you're going to be about that life, if you're going to be about changing your life, losing weight, then do it. Don't be one of those people that's taking up space at the gun range because you got a Groupon. Come on. Y'all ain't feeling me. Let me pop that collar even though I don't have one. Let me pop that hoodie. I peep game. Shooting everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I got to duck because I might get shot because you don't even know how to aim. Don't be one of those persons. If you about that life, be serious about it. Straight up. Every year we get all these materialistic things. And for what? What is that going to do for your health? How many of y'all got CCW, like a Groupon or some CCW classes under the tree, right? Like a certificate or something like that, like a free class to get your CCW. How many people did you give that gift to? Straight up. Anybody put a free 6 months or a year membership to a gym under the tree? But I'm more than sure you got Jordans under there, Gucci belts, Louis Vuitton shirts, all external. But what about the inside? Straight up. I saw my man Pretty Ricky got this Christmas. You don't want to mess with him. Level 3 bulletproof vests and all types of stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, I got to step up my game. I got to step the game up. But that's what it's all about. Each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? He showed me what he got, and he's like, yo, we need to be on this and that and so forth. All right, cool, I got you. I'm working on that. You know what I'm saying? I got to pay these bills, got to do this and do that. Got to, you know how it is. We black. You got to move numbers around or whatever, but I'm going to get to that, though. Straight up. Y'all want to wear bulletproof, one of them fake bulletproof Louis Vuitton vests. You know what I'm saying? For fashion. Now, we into like real bulletproof vests. You want to be fashionable about it. Yeah, man. This Christmas, this New Year's, make a change in your life. Make a difference. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your family. And that's real talk. Focus on you. Nothing else matters. Nothing. And nothing can, seriously, nothing can replace a life. Nothing. Not a car, clothes, a house, nothing materialistic. I'm telling you, man, my grandfather, man, may he rest in peace. He died when I was, about 10, 11? Man, I'll give any and everything just to get him back. And I'm telling you, within my 10, 11 years, he taught me a lot that I still remember till this day. You understand? So that's what holidays is about. It's about family. And while you're laughing and you're joking, you're eating, sit down and really break bread. Network with your family. Straight up, you talking about leaving your job and you want to do your own thing. Well, link in, link up with your family members and see what they into. See if they interested in the same things you're interested in. You know what I'm saying? Come together, buy some property, buy some land. Open up a business together. And if they don't want to do that, see if they just good for just getting a gym membership and working out together. And if you can't afford a gym membership, be committed to at least walking in the park once every Monday at 5 after work. But this Christmas, this holiday season, what I'm telling you to do is just be productive. Straight up. Because every year, we as blacks, all we do is make all the rest of these corporations billions of dollars. Straight up. We pay for their yachts. We pay for their kids' college tuitions. We don't even send our kids off to college. Do you know how many Korean kids you black women are responsible for sending to college with that tubiyaki and your nails getting done? Black men and women, do you know how many Italian kids you're responsible for sending off to college? By saying, yo, let me get 2 slices, B. Yeah, yo, son, I don't eat pepperoni. Nah, I want 2 slices. Those slices of pizza add up. And I could go on. Newport cigarettes. I could go on. Jordans, you know how much money Nike accumulated all for black people? Come on, man. And and it's crazy. I'll end it with this. I saw Jim Jones on YouTube. It was a shorts. And he was talking about what he had on. And he had this big chain. For those that know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what channel it is, but the guy was asking him what he had on, you know what I'm saying? And he had this big chain. And on the chain, it was, a figurehead, and it was El Chapo, Pablo Escobar, I think that's who it was. And I'm like, this is so crazy that he would put that man on his chest. 9 times out of 10, Pablo Escobar, El Chapo, whoever it was a Mexican dude, a drug lord. 9 times out of 10, those guys wouldn't even want or respect a Jim Jones. When are we going to start making us famous? When? Jim, would you put my face on your chest? Because I'm doing way more productive work for our people than El Chapo or Pablo Escobar or whatever drug lord you had on your chest. Merry Mother Christmas.